Does everybody make that face?
Carry on.
Wow!
You're done.
Welcome to Nashburg by the Sea, one of my favorite places to be. This is also where we recorded this new album, Bon Jovi 2020, Nashville, Tennessee. And we are doing the only rehearsals of the album in its entirety for film because there won't be a tour. Hey, Cobb.
I don't think it works that way.
It don't work like that?
No.
Shit.
I'm not sure. I'll look it up when I'll Google it.
The album was meant to have been released in May, and COVID hit, and the world shut down, and everything changed. We had to delay it till October. And so we hadn't been able to play like this live since we recorded the record. I don't even know when. Everything's a blur. Welcome, kids. Fun time. 2020 is a topical record, a wide array of topics. This is a year unlike any other. And these songs represent that. The stories are personal, and yet they're universal. So, as the narrator, I'm speaking to you watching. These songs are mine, but they belong to everybody because we're living this experience together. This is an album of we, the people. This is weird. Welcome to Blur's Day. Day number 167 of our COVID confinement. We're here because you're there. We're used to playing in front of a lot of happy, smiling, screaming faces. It's the new normal, I guess. But under the circumstances, I guess we'll do what we can.
Shutting down the borders, and they boarded up the schools. Small towns are rolling up the sidewalks, one last paycheck coming through. I know you're feeling kinda nervous, but all a little bit confused. Nothing's the same game, we gotta make it through. As we wave outside the window, older loved ones stay inside. Moms and babies blowing kisses, maybe saving someone's life. They had to cancel graduation. It ain't fair to Skype for prom. Our kids sit home in isolation. TV news is always on. When you can't do what you do, you do what you can. This ain't my prayer, it's just a thought I'm wanting to send. Round here we bend, don't break. Down here we all understand. When you can't do what you do, you do what you can. The chicken farm from Arkansas bought workers PPE. Not before 500 more had succumbed to this disease. Honest men and honest women searching for an honest wage. I've got 100 points You do what you can. He built the hospital on East Meadow in Central Park last night. Doctors, nurses, truckers, grocery store clerks, paying in the front line. I saw a Red Cross on the Hudson. They turned off the Broadway lights. Another ambulance screams by. Yeah, by the grace of God. Although I'll keep my social distance, what this world needs is a hug. Until we find the vaccination, there's no substitute for love. So love yourself and love your family. Love your neighbor and your friend. Ain't it time we love the stranger, just a friend you ain't met yet. When you can't do what you do, you do what you can. This ain't my prayer, it's just a thought I'm wanting to send. Round here we pray but don't pray. Down here we all understand. You can't do what you do, you do what you can. When you can't do what you do, you do what you can.
There's the applause. There's the applause. Good. We're going to play a bunch of new songs for you. It's an album that we call 2020. The one you just heard, called Do What You Can, was actually written after the album was finished. One night when I was washing dishes at the Soul Kitchen in New Jersey, my wife took a picture of me. She wanted to put it on the social media, and she asked me for a caption. In the moment, I just said, if you can't do what you do what you can. The next day I realized it's a song. And so I sat down to write it. We all experienced this COVID crisis together. So that's what this whole record is. These days, it seems like we're sharing a lot of experiences, and some of it's painful. I wrote this next song, having gone to sleep and hearing about a shooting in Dayton, Ohio. I woke up, and there was another one in El Paso, Texas. It's called Lower the Flag.
Word just came from upstate Joe. Lower the flag again. This time it's Dayton, Southwest Ohio. Last night, El Paso, Texas, counted 22 dead. Soon the brass will offer up their thoughts and prayers. Soon there'll be protests in the street. And the media from out of town will chew it up and spit it out, then move on to the next one before we even breathe. Yeah, they'll move on to the next one before we even breathe. Some say we're start to die on the day that we're born, but no one wants to live life on their knees. Baby, we start to die on the day that we're born, but we deserve to live life in between. A husband kissed the cross that bears his Margie's name. It promises he'll see her once again. Won't see her children go, won't see their love grow. Oh, last night that dream became a nightmare, and that nightmare has no end. Last night that dream became a nightmare, and that nightmare has no end. Some say we start to die on the day that we're born, but no one wants to live life on their knees. Maybe we start to die on the day that we're born, but we deserve to live life in between. These days it's hard to sleep when I lay my head down. What if it was your loved one laying on the ground? When I stop to think about what ifs were now, dear God, I wanna pray, but tonight I have my doubts when I think about those families now.
Let's talk about it. If there's something we can figure out, let's figure it out. If there's something we can talk about, let's talk about it. If there's something we can figure out, let's figure it out.
El Paso, Texas, Dayton, Ohio, Las Vegas, Nevada, Sebring, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Penn State University, Aurora, Illinois, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Gilroy, California, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High, Columbine, Sandy Hook Elementary. Some say we start to die on the day that we're born, but no one wants to live life on their knees. Maybe we start to die on the day that we're born. You believe what you want to believe. We deserve to live life in between. Word just came from upstate Joe. Lower the flag again. Now, don't worry, not all the songs are going to be that heavy. Remember, we did make a rock record after all. And I can't wait to come to your town where you are and play these songs for you live. Someday, when the clouds clear. Until then, let it rain. Ever since there was thunder, there's been shelter from the storm, a place to run for cover till the rain clouds had moved on. Now when I get that feeling before the first drop hits the ground, I'm asking, who's gonna stop the rain from falling down? There's a soldier who won't give up the fight. Wherever there's darkness that's trying to find the light. Wherever there is hurting, there is healing on the way. Like sunshine breaking through a cloudy day. Let the rain fall all around. Who's gonna stop the rain from falling down? find you by the bed you're sleeping in. The God you wanna pray to, or the color of your skin. When priests and politicians tell the truth and nothing more, that day we'll know what all of this was for. Let it rain, let it rain, let the rain fall all around. Who's gonna stop the rain from falling down? These ain't pretty pictures that we're keeping in the cloud. Outside the storm's raging, just take a look around. 'Cause somewhere there's forgiveness for the broken ones like me, who once stared down mighty mountains and now sit beneath the trees. And somewhere there's a church bell summoning the choir, and somewhere there's a dreamer who would walk 1,000 miles. Somewhere there's a dreamer who would walk 1,000 miles. Let it rain, let it rain, let the rain fall all around. Who's gonna stop the rain from falling? You know out there, Christ, I'm calling. Who's gonna stop the rain from falling down?
What? Let's do it again. It's a bitch to breathe, Ev. It's a real motherfucker to breathe that bridge, I gotta tell you.
Figure out where you're, how to take
It's virtually impossible.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah, it's hard, but I wanted someone to suffer with me, so. We're doing this against the odds. Several of our crew opted out, and I completely understood. In this new world, with the exception that I'm talking to you right now, you know, you're wearing a mask. I would be normally. Our crew are wearing masks. This is the new world order. So until we find a vaccine, this is where we're at.
Fathers love daughters like mothers love sons. They've been writing our story before there was one, from the day you arrive till you walk, till you run. There is nothing but pride, there is nothing but love. They can offer advice that you don't want to hear, words that cut like a knife and still ring in your ear. You think of them ignorant, they think of you arrogant. If you need evidence, who gave you confidence? A snap of a finger, and you're not a child, but you're still holding on as they walk down the aisle. When they give you away, to hear someone else say that someone will love you to their dying day. Lie, lie, di, di, die. Lie, lie, di, di, die. Fathers love daughters like mothers love sons. They've been writing our story before there was one, from the day you arrived till you walk, till you run. There is nothing but pride, there is nothing but love. That's the story of love. You can choose to remember or choose to forget. If they took you to school or they tucked you in bed, you can say it don't matter, you won't do the same. You think no one's noticed when you look away. Fathers love daughters like mothers love sons. They've been writing our story before there was one. From the day you arrive, till you walk, till you run, there is nothing but pride, there is nothing but love. Now they're getting older and you ain't so young, so you take care of them like your daughters and sons. You can ask for forgiveness, they can ask for the same. Forget all the anguish, the heartache, the pain. Wherever you go, wherever you've been, it's them that is with you, and that's you that's with them. Fathers and daughters, and mothers and sons. As one story ends, another's begun. La-di-da-di-di-di-di. La-di-da-di-di-di-di. All fathers love daughters like mothers love sons. They've been writing our story before there was one. From the day you arrive, till you walk, till you run, there is nothing but pride, there is nothing but love. From hello to goodbye, that's the story of love. That's the story of love.
Hey, welcome to Ocean Way. This is where we made the record. Great studio, great room. Yes, it's a church. I love this town. I've been coming here for a solid 25 years, maybe longer. Yeah, I just have a love affair with the community. The album was already done. I had turned it in. The gear was packed up. But if you're gonna write a topical record, and COVID-19 comes along, you have to address it. I wrote, do it, you can. But then came the death of George Floyd. His story is not mine, but I was a witness to history. And how could I not grieve for the injustices in the world? America's on fire. There's protests in the street. Her conscience has been looted, and her soul is under siege. Another mother's crying as history repeats. I can't breathe.
Goddamn those 8 long minutes, lying face down in cuffs on the ground. Bystanders pleaded for mercy as one cop shoves a kid in the crowd. When did a judge and a jury become a bad enemy on these streets? Still light, shine a light, still light. Use your voice if you remember me. American reckoning. I'll never know what it's like to walk a mile in his shoes, and I'll never have to have a talk so it don't happen to you. Few little words written across the chest of a 12-year-old who hasn't lived life yet. In my next, in my next. Still light, shine a light, still light. Use your voice if you remember me. American reckoning. Is this a moment or movement? Is this the tide or a flood? Is our American reckoning our story written in blood or in love or in peace? Still light, shine a light, still light. Use your voice and you remember me. Still light, shine a light, still light. Use your voice if you remember me. American reckoning. In our American reckoning. it clear. Your days are numbered, the end is near. The walls around you are closing in. It's too late for praying. Sinner means sin. Once I came across your border, now they come to take me back. I sleep with one eye open. I don't make waves, I don't leave tracks. For my daughter and my 3 sons, it's the only life they've known. For me, it's my asylum. These stars and stripes, my home. Blood in the water, he's jumping in. The devil's made his final offer. Now the sharks are circling. Blood in the water, our fates are sealed. The devil's greatest trick was just to say he wasn't real. Satan always used to love to say it wasn't real. In the forecast, the truth left with the tide. I hear your shadow sold your secrets. It is gonna do sometime. You see the noose fits like a necktie, sir. You're gonna fit right here with some old familiar faces. Sinner meets sin. Blood in the water, who's jumping in? Devil's made his final offer. The sharks are circling. Blood in the water, our fates are sealed. The devil's greatest trick was just to say he wasn't real. Satan always used to love to say he wasn't real. I'm no cable news reporter. They got nothing new to say. I'm the voice of the new order, the star of anarchy today. I'm the comments you keep reading at the bottom of the page. I'm real power, I'm a patriot. I'm a Russian hack by trade. Russian hack by trade. Blood in the water, who's jumping in? The devil's made his final offer. The sharks are circling. Blood in the water, our fates are sealed. The devil's greatest trick was just to say he wasn't real.
This album is poignant, and it's definitely a time capsule in our world's history. And I miss these guys. We would be on the road right now. This is a good way for us to get together and play, which we miss doing. I mean, it's bizarre. Everyone's adapting.
The nice thing is we can play on stage and we're far enough away from each other where we can actually don't have to wear masks.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to get together and do this. Yeah, we did a couple of those virtual things. No fun.
Yeah, that's not interactive.
It's not right.
You know, for me as a musician, to get to play with John was a joy. You know, the weaving and the interplay. And
Conversation without actually talking.
exactly. That's where the magic happens.
You know, through all this rotten turmoil the last few months, what I've missed the most is being together with the people that matter most to me, right? Amen. Being in a room with the band again. Incredible. I missed all y'all. Say hi to Hugh McDonald, Tico Torres, the heart and the soul of this organization. This is John Shanks over here. Everett Bradley. Phil X. And filling in for us on the keyboards is my friend Greg Mayo. Don't get worried, folks. David Bryan is home right now because he's in isolation with the cast and crew of his new Broadway play as they prepare to film it for home audiences. There's nothing usual happening anywhere for anyone these days. But we miss you, my brother. We'll be back as a unit soon. This one's called Brothers in Arms.
Ever since I was a young boy, before I ever know who I am, my father said you gotta walk before you can crawl, so you can run. You should
Before the outbreak of the virus, I was asked to write a song for our veterans, soldiers who were suffering from PTSD. As the son of not one but two Marines, I wanted the challenge. I write this song about that universal theme of men and women who go off to war, they come back and they're forever changed. And it was important to me to say thank you on behalf of all of us who are at home every day. So this was called Unbroken.
I was born to be of service. Can't presume to feel like home. I had honor, I found purpose. Sure, yes, sir, it's what I know. They sent us to a place I never heard of weeks before. In your 19, it ain't hard to sleep in the desert on God's floor. Close your eyes, stop counting sheep. You ain't in boot camp anymore. We were taught to shoot our rifles, men and women side by side. Thought we'd be read as liberators in 1,000-year-old fight. I got this painful ringing in my head from an IED last night. But no lead line Humvee war machine could save my sergeant's life. 3 more soldiers, 6 civilians need these words to come out right. God of mercy, God of light, save your children from this life. Hear these words, this humble plea, for I have seen the suffering. And with this prayer I'm hoping that we can be unbroken. It's 18 months now I've been stateside, with this medal on my chest. But there are things I can't remember. There are things I won't forget. I lie awake at night with dreams the devil shouldn't see. I wanna scream, but I can't breathe. In Christ I'm sweating through these sheets. Where's my brothers? Where's my country? Where's my how things used to be? God of mercy, God of light, save your children from this life. Hear these words, this humble plea, for I have seen the suffering. With this prayer I'm hoping that we can be unbroken. My service dog has done more for me than the medication would. There ain't no angel coming to save me, but even if they could, today 22 would die from suicide. Just like yesterday, they're gone. I live my life for each tomorrow, so their memories will live on. Once we were boys and we were strangers. Now we're brothers and we're men. Someday you'll ask me, was it worth it to be of service in the end? Where the blessing in the curses, yeah, I do it all again.
We'll get through this. Or not. I'm not a scientist. I can't find the cure. But until we find one, love is a beautiful drug.
Tear off your mask, no need to hide. There's a prescription that no doctor can prescribe. Can't walk on water, down on your knees. Ain't a number, step right up, this stuff is guaranteed. Ain't got the fever, fever got pain. No need to call an ambulance, we got the remedy. Love is a beautiful drug. What you want is all we need. Love is a beautiful drug. The poet's verse cannot describe the kind of wonder that mystifies. Love is the train to you the thirst. Hear my confession, I don't even need a church. Love is a beautiful drug. I'm talking about love is a beautiful mystery that sets you free. It's what you want, it's all we need. Love is a beautiful drug. A beautiful drug. Of trees of paradise, it's in between sweet honey of another hit. Almost got beyond it, the funny road that makes you feel kind of heaven, makes you scream. Love is a beautiful love. I'm talking about love is a beautiful mystery that sets you free. It's what you want. It's all we need. Love is a beautiful drug. A beautiful drug. Love is a beautiful drug. It's a beautiful drug.
Come on. Be safe, everybody. Be well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. It's a crazy world out there. Remember, we're all in it together. And life is limitless.
Everybody wake up, here we go. Just another day, another buzz, another beat. Scrub your face and brush your teeth. Out the door into the street, I fell out of my sleep. A billion different faces, all from different places, swimming in the sea. Trying to keep your head above water, trying to keep head above water. On a night like this, one prayer, one wish. Step out of the air, it's worth the risk. Life is limitless, 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 limitless. Wake up, everybody, wake up. Morning comes, we're doing it all again. You know the song is on repeat. Down your shoes, stand on your feet. Every wallet and your keys, better not forget to breathe. Wait until you're soaking, don't let them see you choking. A fish up in the sea, trying to keep your head above water. Trying to keep your head above water. On a night like this, one prayer, one wish. Step out of the air, it's worth the risk. Life is limitless, 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 limitless. Life is limitless. Have to figure out what it's all about. When the sun comes up, when the sun goes down, is there something more than it was before? There's an open door. What are you waiting for? On a night like this, one prayer, one wish. Step out of the air, it's worth the risk. On a night like this, one touch, one kiss. Step out of the air, it's worth the risk. Life is limitless, limitless. Limitless, limitless, life is limitless, limitless, limitless. On a night like this, on a night like
That was wonderful. It's great. I think that music should be here to write down our history as a people. I think that artists who choose to should nurture their abilities to be the voice of those people and to mark moments in time. And this is just one of them. 2020 is the most interesting time in all of our lives. And I was here to bear witness.